Hey, welcome to episode 115, Big C's.
Since Kinsey.
Oh yeah, making up them languages. Episode 115, We Made It Podcast. You know, we're back in the building at We Made It Podcast and all social media. We Made It Podcast.com. Still paying for that site.
Just stopped paying for Wave the other day. The site I was using to put the audio clips.
So long ago. So long.
They have been taking $10 a month from me.
I put so many clips on there and told you about them. You didn't post them. I was like,
I did put a lot though.
Yeah, but you stopped a while ago.
It was at this point. The end of the road.
Okay. We made it podcast.com at We Made It Podcast and all social media. Caesar got some lip balm. Caesar got some lip gloss. Okay. His lip gloss is popping.
It's Fenty.
Okay. Hope y'all enjoyed our non-existent recap of the Copa America final, Women's World Cup final, huh?
Damn, they'll snitch on ourselves. Did you, I don't know, I mean to tell you this, did you check out the Alexander McQueen Puma shoes?
Let's do Caesar's Food Gaze.
I'm the first one to see those.
Okay, anyway, make sure you check out Joe the Gooner. Today is Thursday, July 11th. He did drop a video today talking about Koscielny, Arsenal guy, Joe the Gooner there. Make sure you check out Tiki Talker Podcast. The homegirl Holly just had a interview with, what's his name? Shoot, I wish I remembered his name. But it was a cool interview. They were talking about the Women's World Cup. And hopefully me and Holly can have an episode soon. Caesar's not invited. And also, hopefully, even though my friends are really whack, I would really love to do this philosophical sports episode. But my friends are whack.
You're really funny, though. You like playing this game.
I sent the whole quote, but
and I'm ready for it.
You know what Uzi said? Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Anyway, make sure you check out Tiki Talker.
What's the next part of that?
I don't remember. Make sure you check out Tiki Talker Podcast. Make sure you check out Joe the Gooner on YouTube and Tiki Talker Podcast.
Check out Audio Face.
Make sure you check out Audio Face Podcast. They are still going strong, and but don't check out what they said about their XXX Temptations episode. Don't check that out. But also check out Fistic Arts Podcast. Are you gonna be back on there soon or what?
Yeah, I think
you and Peggy and Jeff.
I think Peggy and Jeff are dropping an episode today. Unfortunately, I couldn't be part of it. I did want to be part of it, especially recapping the last UFC.
Well, we're going to talk about UFC tonight, today. Hopefully, if Jeff hear this, don't think that we're stepping in your lane. Caesar's been talking about UFC on the We Made It Podcast for a minute. We've even had UFC fighters on the cover.
We talked about Conor Khabib here.
Oh, and more. We talked about a lot at UFC on here. And I get to that too. So you remember Peggy from New York Red Bulls that they used to call Wyclef?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Peggy was dope.
He was kind of good.
Yo, what if that was him?
Oh, that'd be really dope.
Because didn't he play for Toronto too or something like that?
I don't remember.
Peggy was dope. There was like two MLS players you like. You like the Peggy dude and you like the guy that was on Chivas USA from New York or something like that.
Oh, the little Haitian guy.
Yeah.
The big Haitian dude, yeah.
He was good too. You're like, he can get it. That was before you started watching real soccer though.
No, I was watching at the same time, but yeah. Anyway, Caesar, we're very whack, and we got to return our black card because we are just now today going to be covering AFCON for the first time.
No. That's not worthy of losing your black card.
No?
No, because that's Africans.
Okay. All right, Caesar, 10 toes down on it. All right. But yeah, today...
Come on, dog. Madagascar playing? Who's going to take the card over that?
That's really messed up. That's Africa too.
I know it is.
It's a really big island.
I didn't say it's not.
All right, but damn, they can't take the card.
Wait.
Who got more of a card, Madagascar or Brazil?
Madagascar, because they be having crazy lizards.
Dude, wow, y'all don't have lizards in Brazil?
No,
because y'all eat them. Anyway,
you don't think they eat them over there? Come on, dog. They eat a little more than that.
Caesar, we gotta cover these. The quarterfinal that I watched. I was gonna try to watch Tunisia Madagascar. I couldn't do it.
If you watched Tunisia Madagascar, you would be banished from ever commenting hate upon watching group stage matches in any of the tournament again.
This is true.
Yeah, especially you have to like be pro. You would have to be pro opening the World Cup to more teams if you watch Madagascar versus Tunisia.
What's up with this guy right here? He used to ride for Africa and get mad at me.
I absolutely do.
I mean, what happened?
There's just too many tournaments this summer. Why'd they do 18?
Yeah, it's a bit of a lot.
God. We literally had 3 finals in one day and we covered none of them. So it's like ridiculous. Why so many tournaments going on?
Well, I kind of boycotted USA Mexico personally, but
I have Mexico won. Shout out Mexico.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I did watch Ivory Coast versus Algeria. I was kind of excited for that. There was I counted maybe like 23 people in the stands. Like they tried to flex and make it like in the camera shot. There's like a lot of people, but it really wasn't a lot. And then like on the sides, there was nobody.
Why are you attacking?
Well, I've been reading the comments. They've been saying that the Egyptians are not coming out.
Oh, this is in Egypt.
Yeah, they're saying the Egyptians only came out for Egypt. Now that Egypt's out to South Africa, they're saying like the Egyptians don't really come out. And they also said that like when the World Cup was in Russia, Russia just made it like you don't have to get a visa. Like it's visa free, and you just like go with the.
They did multiple. Brazil did it too.
Yeah, like if you got a match ticket, like you're good. They do that.
A lot of countries. I'm not saying all of them.
Yeah,
they do that for that, and they do it for the Olympics, where they make it. You have a 3-month visa free period.
Yeah, as long as you got a ticket.
Yeah, but ticket and of course like a registration from your country or wherever you're from.
Yeah, but Egypt didn't do that, so a lot of fans couldn't travel for real. You had to get a visa, which takes time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the stand's been kind of weak. But let's get into a little bit of this Ivory Coast versus Algeria. Not into the whole thing, but I did say that it's kind of cool to see Max Gradel start.
Who does he put for?
Max Gradel?
Tunisia?
This is Algeria versus Ivory Coast. Yeah, okay. Dog, there was a dude in the stands. There's an Ivory Coast fan in the stands. He looked exactly like Vinicius Jr. I swear to God. I was like, whoa.
By the way, let's just say something real quick. This is our first AFCON coverage the whole years and years.
Yes.
And the first thing Bam mentions is there's a guy in the stands who looks like Vinicius Jr.
Exactly like Vinicius Jr.
Vinicius Jr. might be from Ivory Coast.
He looked exactly like that guy. Anyway, I'm going to skip most of the game. There was a goal by Faguli in the 20th minute.
Faguli still plays? He play for Schalke or something?
I don't know. I think he plays for Fenerbahce or something like that.
Oh,
Ivory Coast looked good in the beginning, and then Algeria got themselves a goal. In the 40th minute, there was a penalty called on Ivory Coast goalie, but the dude for
Bob or something or Bill?
I have no idea.
Is it Bill?
But the dude for Algeria missed the goalie off the bar high. 62nd minute, there was a goal by some dude named Koji or something like that on Ivory Coast, but I missed it. I didn't see the goal.
What were you doing? Mid notes.
I literally was just like kind of stopped watching for a while, and I came back. I was like, oh damn, they scored. Then it went into extra time. Oh, this is what I thought that Ivory Coast was for sure going to win, because Wilfred Boney and Maxwell Cornet came on at extra time.
You want to talk about having some heaters off the bench, dog? God damn.
Dog, Maxwell Cornet, first of all, is a baller.
He's really so good. He's like lefty and super fast on that side. He's good.
Got moves. I'm like, what's up with this guy, dude? Like, you're really good. He got a fresh haircut. He don't even have no crazy Africa haircut. He got a Caesar. Well, that's what they call it in the East Coast. He got a little taper, you know what I'm saying, with a part, just one part, no gold.
Every time I've like seen Leon games, I'm like, why is he coming off the bench?
You feel me? He's so
really good.
Maybe he's ratchet. I don't know.
Hey, man, come on, dog. Why would you assume that?
I didn't assume. I said maybe. This is a
can't get no breaks.
This game felt like a real like elimination match. Like it was going back and forth. It was a really tough match. In the 120th minute of the second extra time, I was so mad because some dude on Ivory Coast gave him a really close free kick, like really close to the box in like the last minute of extra time.
Of course he did.
I'm like, yo, if they score off this, and then your boy Andy Delort comes in for Algeria, who was literally like,
I didn't know he's from Algeria.
Yeah, I didn't know either until this tournament. I was like, wait, Andy Delort with the teardrop tattoo? Like, this dude's Algerian?
He's allowed to walk around?
I'm like, yo, this dude don't know no Arabic at all. Like, not even one word.
He's really Algerian? That's crazy to me.
Like, maybe one parent.
I don't know nothing. One parent.
Yeah, like a half of one.
It was
parent.
never mind, sorry.
So Delort comes in. Oh, and that happened. Boney like gave up a bad back pass or something like that, and then Algeria capitalized. But this free kick is right down at the bottom. Delort comes off the bench, and he's taking the free kick. This is his first touch. is taking that free kick.
A specialist.
Yeah, but he put it wide off the. It might have hit off the bar. But yeah, anyway, it went to penalties. Your boy Frank Kissier took the first one, made it. Algeria's first dude made it. Slimani made his. Then
Worst name ever.
Who's also really big too. I'm like, why is he that big?
He's a big dude.
Then Maxwell Cornet made his. Then Delort made his for Algeria. Then your boy Wilfred Bonies was saved. Then some dude in Algeria made his. Then your boy Max Gradel, who outran Danny Alves with the ball, made his. His was really funny. He was like standing right next to the ball. And then like when the ref blew the whistle, he like took it really fast, like one step.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool.
I can rock with that.
Then Algeria's dude, so if Algeria makes this one, they win. His hits off the bar. But then the dude for Ivory Coast hit his off the bar.
Oh my god!
So Algeria won.
Oh, well, whatever. They won like a year ago, 2 years ago. They won like 2 AFCONs ago or whatever. So it's fine.
Yeah, before Cameroon won, they won. Yeah. Then also, obviously, Tunisia played Madagascar. I saw the beginning of that game. There was like 12 people in the stands. But Tunisia ended up winning 3-0. So our semifinals are Algeria versus Nigeria.
Boo.
Damn.
I wanted to be Tunisia versus Algeria.
Yeah, we know why. And then it's Tunisia versus Senegal.
No, you know why? Because I want the final to be like that. I want like those teams to be able to eliminate each other.
Yeah, I know.
Those
you
regions,
want Arab on Arab fights.
No, I want Arab. I want an Arab like versus Africans in the final.
Like for sure that.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it'd be cool.
I actually wrote down somewhere. I wonder if there are.
I don't want to see think about this. In Egypt, the final being Tunisia or Algeria is really whack. That's whack, dude.
This dude's racist.
Yeah, man, that's not fair. That's our land.
I actually put that I wonder if there's rivalry between the African and Arab teams when it comes to these games. Because it's interesting. Like this game, like both of the both of the quarterfinals today, they're all French-speaking nations. Because I realized, I was like, okay, like Ivory Coast and Algeria, they can like actually communicate with each other like very well. And Tunisia, Madagascar too, they speak French in Madagascar as well. Well, I don't know if everybody speaks French, but I'm sure those guys do. But yeah, so we could potentially have an all-Arab or all-Sub-Saharan final. But are you excited for either of them? Algeria?
I want a Sub-Saharan final. Shout out Sub-Saharan forever.
All right. We got Nigeria versus Algeria. Who you got?
Nigeria versus Algeria. I got Nigeria because I think the game before this, they won like 4-0 or something. It looked really good. Chubby boy, Alex Awobi looked pretty good in that game I watched. Chubby boy.
Damn.
He been eating.
Caesar coming with the heat today.
Yeah. It's kind of hot. That's why. Yeah. I think Nigeria probably has the best chance as long as they don't start Obi Mikel as like a cam again. Then they'll never be successful as long as he's a primary option. But I don't think he was. And Ahmed Musa's a super baller.
He's insane.
Is
he still playing in Russia?
No, he's playing. Yeah, he's like still off loan from Leicester. It's really crazy to me that like that guy can come to your practice and be like, "Yeah, we don't need him this year." In practice he's obliterating people.
He might be like Bruma.
This is crazy how intense you are about racism.
What?
How you shut down Blackie is crazy.
Shut down who?
This is over with.
Caesar. Okay, Tunisia versus Senegal. Who you got?
Huh? Tunisia got kind of murked off in the World Cup. I didn't forget that. And that was mad. I was mad they were kind of there. No, actually they had like a tie or something. Or lost 1-0. I forgot they lost. Was it Brazil?
I don't remember.
I forgot. Well, they played Brazil. They played. No, was it UEFA Euros or World Cup they were in?
Caesar, Tunisia is not playing in the Euros.
I'm tripping, dude. Okay, in the World Cup, I remember they were kind of annoying. So,
you think Senegal can pull it off?
No, I think Tunisia's going to be Senegal.
Okay, so you think?
Wait. No. I'm sorry. I got the wrong pick. Senegal, I think, is going to be in the final. I think Nigeria is going to lose to Algeria. I think it's going to be Senegal versus Algeria in the final.
Okay, all right.
My bad. Shout out Kit the Balde.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be Nigeria versus Senegal, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be really dope final.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of Nigerians and stuff that like live in Egypt and also were able to get there. So
would you say like Nigerians are some of like the most migrant people when it comes to like living in other countries? Because there's like a lot of Nigerians in Brazil too.
There's a lot of Nigerians in America. I mean, it's just a very big population.
But I mean, like,
you mean wait
compared
do you mean like they immigrated like right now, or you mean like historically
over time,
like because Nigeria, there was like the Igbo people and stuff. They like and the Yoruba people came as like enslaved people.
Yeah, Brazil. Of course. I know. I'm saying
you mean like right now?
They're going to right now, not people like coming.
So there's like new Nigerians in Brazil.
Yeah, I'm saying like
I need evidence
because no, yeah, there is. No,
I need you to show me some dude named Justice Power.
Okay, will you come to Brazil?
No, I need you to show me first. Then if he's there, then I'll come through.
There's definitely an Isaac Success in Brazil.
Okay, well, if you show me
by
him
the way,
there,
best name ever, R.I.P. Isaac Success.
Damn. If you show me that dude's there in Brazil chilling with a suit on, then I will come there.
You say that way too confidently. I guess we'll be seeing you in Brazil.
Okay, show me a new Nigerian, not some lady
new
with
Nigerian.
Yeah, exactly.
What is that, dude?
The ladies with the thing on that sell the Icon. You never seen
Bayana.
That? Yeah.
Don't you ever tell me if I never seen one.
You're going to get us kicked out.
Are you kidding me?
You're going to get us kicked out.
My parents owned this whole land.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I wonder if there's rivalries between the Arab and the sub-Saharan African nations. Well, they're not Arab; they're Berber, actually.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, they're like Algerians, Tunisians, and stuff. They're more Berber for real than Arab. They
speak
Arabic.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep it real. They're Berber, right? Berbers.
Well, their ethnicity, a lot of them, but like their language is Arabic.
But you know what they be doing. Do you think they be saying they're African?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna.
Do you think that they feel like there's a negative connotation being associated with being African?
Is there?
I hope there isn't, because
is there in the world?
In the world, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
I mean, we got people that don't even want you to be black, so you know what I mean. It is what it is.
I ain't gonna never stop.
Caesar got this. Check out Caesar's lip gloss here.
It's popping though.
This new lip gloss. Anyway, Caesar. Once again, we did not cover the Copa America final. Brazil did beat Peru, and Neymar was salty. We're gonna talk about him later. And we did not cover the Women's World Cup final. America did beat Netherlands. We were all expecting that. But I do want to talk about like a bit of the Women's World Cup lessons, like things that we can take away and things we've learned from watching this Women's World Cup. Because you watched a decent amount of games, and I did too.
More than AFCON.
Facts. Well, I only watched America. I didn't think I watched any other games.
You watch more America than AFCON.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, Caesar, there's been a lot, obviously, about the equal pay and different things about pay and stuff. I just want to say this again, that on this podcast, we're not for equal pay. We think the women should be paid more than the men.
I'll never forget that day we said this.
Like, you actually said it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why should we be paying them equally? And if we want to, and when they're not even close to performing what they just lost again in some boo ass Gold Cup. Gold Cup, if it was measured up to what the She Believes Cup is, America don't be losing the She Believe Cup like that. Gold Cup again, America loses.
Yo, like when I was thinking about it, I was like, the players on Real Madrid don't get. I'm sorry. The players on Rayo Vallecano don't get paid the same as the players on Real Madrid. Like, that's just how it is. If you play for Burnley, you don't get paid as much as the players on Liverpool. That's the comparison between the U.S. women's national team and the men's national team. It's like Manchester City versus like a Derby County. The men are really, really bad. Why should they get paid equal with the women? The women should get paid more.
And not even just the men are really, really bad. And
they're not successful.
Let's keep it real. So people like to also say like, hey, like, oh, like ratings or something like that. Pulling out fake stats, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. You can do that. Like, every time I hear a stat saying the men's World Cup generated more profits than the women's World Cup, I say, that's great, but America wasn't in the World Cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
They weren't in the World Cup.
Even when they were, well, how much of that was like the American part of it?
Yeah. They weren't in the World Cup. I don't want to hear a drop about how stats are better when they weren't even a part of it.
No.
So second point, because this is getting ridiculous. The women's team, how many more players on a team have actual sponsorships are actual stars. Megan Rapinoe, you see her ads all over.
Alex Young Morgan.
You see that they're actual.
Kristen Press, who's black.
Alex Morgan is a bigger star. What?
She's black. I think one of her parents is black. Kristen Press. I was watching this thing and the lady said one of the women referred to Kristen Press as one of the women of color on the team. This dude is funny right now.
And my heart rate's flying right now. That's how I'm gonna swoop on her.
She might get it.
Oh, that's racist. So, anyways, what if she said that to me? That's racist. I'm like, damn word. No, they actually like. There's never been an American player in history. Arguably the person as big as Alex Morgan is probably like Freddie Adu. That was like the most popular name ever.
No, Landon Donovan, dog.
Oh yeah, too. I'm saying like, but they're not playing right now. There's no American player nearly the star that Alex Morgan is. No. Everybody who doesn't even play sports know who Alex Morgan is. They have stars on that team.
Donald Trump literally added Megan Rapinoe, I think. Like, I think he added her.
And he tweet battled her.
Yeah, like, yo, dog.
He told her to concentrate on the match this weekend.
Like, yo. Like,
the funniest thing about that, too, I'm like, hey, man, she plays for America, dude.
Yeah, and they're gonna win no matter what.
No, but hey man, she plays for America.
Well, he wanted France to win that one.
I don't know. Aren't you a corny? Aren't you like doing this whole like I'm make America great? How you gonna make America great if you don't want them to win?
You need to relax. But yeah,
three people listen.
Caesar and I have been against equal pay.
Yes,
we are for the women getting paid.
More. I don't want them to get paid the same.
Like, and
I want them to switch salaries.
And I don't even care like what's the ratings, whatever. I don't care. If 3 people watch those women play and 50,000 watch the men play, you should still pay the women more. Because how about this? If Barcelona had to play like half their matches behind closed doors and like the game got blacked out on TV, they're still miles and miles better than like Las Palmas or whatever. You pay the better teams. The players get paid more. Yeah. I don't care if it's a national team. I don't care what they're doing in other countries. This country here, the United States of America, those women should get paid much more than the men. And if the men should be griping. They're the ones that should be out here saying equal pay when Carlos Cordero show up. Right? They should be the ones like, hey, we generate more and having to prove themselves. The women have proved themselves time and time again.
Yeah, the American players should be fighting for more pay because
the men should be fighting for more pay.
Yeah, they should be fighting more pay based on their underwhelming performances year after year.
I want to see Graham Zusi and Jossie Zardes.
I want to see Michael Bradley with a cardboard sign outside and a broke ass Sharpie going, "Pay me."
Like for real, like that. Like I don't know if there's any other country where that's more should be the case than America. The men are garbage. They do nothing for the patriotism of America. They're trash. They should be protesting and saying, "Hey, we're men. We should get paid more." That's the only argument they can have.
Agree. No, I agree.
Or they could be like, we generate more, but they should be the ones trying to prove their point with numbers.
Yeah.
Whereas the women prove their point with trophies. That's the reality.
Did you see how many goals?
Let me go from some more. Caesar. You think that a player you think that Mauricio Pochettino get paid anywhere near Pep Guardiola? No. Pep got trophies. Poach don't. When you win, you get paid more. That's the reality of sports.
I don't think that's a good comparison. You should be making a comparison. Your good comparison should be, do you think that the coach Budenholzer or even Klinsmann is making anywhere near the money Pep is? No. Would you say that would you say that in America, Pep gets more higher ratings than the U.S. men's national team? Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe America men's national team gets higher ratings than Man City games here.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. They probably do.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Because I don't see when it's time. The Europa League, they put in Man City games all over. They don't be doing that here.
Yeah, facts.
So why does Pep still make way more?
Because his team is better and
he got trophies. Performs.
He get the results. So what we need to see here, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know who else is saying this. I obviously haven't listened to everybody, but we're saying here we made a podcast. CJ, you got to make this picture for the for the
Michael
cover.
Bradley homeless.
Equal. Why
pay me less?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna charge my phone just for that.
Yeah, because literally, like they're underwhelming. They're not improving. They don't have any stars. The best player on the men's national team play for Chelsea. Like that's the highest.
He does, I guess.
No, but I'm saying he signed for Chelsea.
Yeah, he signed for Chelsea.
That's the highest level we got right now is Chelsea. And just if we were talking about this last year, it'd be BVB. That's not a high level. Chelsea's not even really a high level like that.
It's pretty high level.
But like, it's more prestigious to sign for Man U. Right now, it's more prestigious to sign for City.
If anything, last year Alex Morgan went to Lyon and won a Champions League. So,
honestly, I'm just saying like. Forget even all that because the women they play more like national team games and they put on for the country.
Yeah, they should have like 60 goals this year or something. Like
I have no idea, but she deserved more money than goddamn Tim Ream. I know that.
Yeah,
You're telling me
Tim
Ream is gonna get paid more than
Aaron Long?
You're telling me? The fake Tyler Boyd,
Weston McKennie,
fake Terrence Boyd. Weston McKennie's so bad he couldn't even get transferred to another team. He got to stay at Schalke. He signed an extension for Schalke. That ain't cool. You're not dope for that. You're just regular.
This is very regular.
You know what I'm saying?
Play for Hamburg.
He should just start trying to be a McConan cover band.
I know America's back because they were still trying to work on that Green kid. I'm like, no, that's so over.
Julian Green?
Yeah, he like had a call up. He had like 5 calls this year.
Julian Green is 24 and he's bald way back here. I'm like,
dog, it's been over for a long time.
Yeah, you got a lucky goal in the World Cup.
I watched him in 2014.
Yeah, he hasn't played first division football since then, basically.
A long time, man.
Okay, so here's what I
Pep made a mistake. He's like, oh, man, I shouldn't sign this dude.
Yeah. Here's another thing I wanted to say. The unfortunate thing, and
wait, you want to rant one real quick?
Go ahead.
USA.
Stop kicking the table though.
Never. USA. It's 6 views online. USA plays like a handful of games every year. Men's. Yeah. They don't do well. They had a time off. They haven't played in the World Cup in a very long time.
Facts.
They had this whole discussion. They have everybody and from Steve Nash to God knows who breaking down USA. They had a panel with Landon Donovan, Kobe Jones, and Marisa Dew. Yeah. All these people there talking about the U.S. team. What can they do right? The first game they played The second game they played who. Third game they played why. And the last game they played Mexico. And they lost again. Mm-hmm. They played last time the final. They lost. They didn't get to the World Cup because they lost to Trinidad.
And Tobago.
Both of them. They lost to both of them at the same time. They didn't make it. They lost to Costa Rica in the past before. They lost to Panama. Panama made it to World Cup. Panama who Charles Barkley said infamously, we're going to go win that back.
Talking about the canal?
Yeah.
Caesar, literally last one.
Costa Rica and Panama Canal made it to the World Cup over the United States. It's California should be making it to the World Cup over Panama. Like the state should be playing in the World Cup and making it. Just the state of California, with the population size, it's ridiculous. There's so many people here.
Just keep going. Can you go? Can you make it? Can you go?
USA sucks.
Facts. Okay, Caesar. This is another thing they're talking about. Like promoting the NWSL. This dude's so silly. Oh, look at this guy. Make sure you check out this video on YouTube as well.
If you feel like it. Yeah, good thing we told you guys 29 minutes in.
Yeah. They're talking about... So, here's the thing that I think kind of is unfortunate. You gotta stop shaking the camera. This guy's a child. Here's what I think is kind of unfortunate. The women's national team, a lot of those players, they play in the NWSL. And, like, the team that league just got created in 2012. There's 9 teams.
This is the first league ever, I think, in women's sports history.
Women's soccer.
North American women's sports history that's lasted more than 2 seasons.
Soccer, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were saying like no other league has ever lasted more than 2 years.
Yeah.
And then they have that one game where they were playing like in a 90-yard field or something in the outfield, and it's so sad.
Okay, like this is the thing. It was founded in It was founded in 2012. There's 9 teams, and another thing that I think is really unfortunate is that there's 9 teams from Seattle to New Jersey to Orlando and Houston. I'm like, that's so big, dude. Like, that's so much for 9 teams in a league that has like nothing. Like, that's too much. Why don't you just have
They'd be having like Seattle versus Orlando. I'm like, dog,
come on, dude.
That's a long flight, homie.
That's crazy, yo.
That's a lot of airfare. They was being crazy that the league. Oh my goodness.
So here's what, unless we're going to have that league. Well, here's another thing too. I don't think that league is ever going to become popular because soccer is not popular in America. It's just not. People get behind it when it's USA because like there's something to feel like nationalistic about, but like MLS isn't popular.
They can't even get people pulling numbers from MLS. It's hard to even get them to watch women.
Yeah,
especially in America.
So you can't get numbers for MLS. Like you're not going to be able to get numbers for NWSL unless. Hopefully, I'm wrong though. But here's what I think. I think that because the leagues in Europe are like a lot more established and like they care a lot more about the women's sport in like France, Germany, even
people go on there.
The women's leagues in EPL. I'm sorry. Well, in England is doing a lot better as well. And I looked it up. All of them have at least 12 teams. They have Champions League. I think that if they're not gonna,
Real has a team now too.
Yeah, and obviously Spain has a few more teams.
Yeah, they're building a women's league now.
Italy has some teams. I would also like Sweden. Maybe I don't know what other Scandinavian country like how big they are as well. I didn't look them up, but like if the women can't play in the USA and have like the support that they deserve and like the amount of money they deserve, I wish that the USSF Mafia could like facilitate like their moves abroad where they can get paid more and better exposure. Just like honestly, like a lot of WNBA players, they go play overseas when the off season's over here in NWN.
Yeah, they split time. Actually, I would say probably 90% of the good ones do that.
Yeah, or they just play overseas.
They get paid a lot more. They make more money over there.
Yeah, they get paid a lot more in Russia, Italy, like other places.
Lithuania, like Turkey, all that.
Yeah, because they like the sport more over there. So since they like the sport more in Europe, like I wish that instead of having a league that's just like lackluster and just like it's not going to get the support because of the nature of America, why don't you facilitate like their like subsidize their moves abroad, give them more money on top of their salary so it makes it worth it for them, you know what I mean, instead of just having them
and they already don't play that many games a year in their club teams.
They play a lot of national games.
So if they're paying a lot more nationally, pay them, dog. Pay them more.
Yeah, I mean, because it's really unfortunate. Like the men, you can be garbage.
Their sponsorships come from the national team games.
Yeah, for sure. So like you can be just very average, and you can just go play in Europe, and it's like there's a lot more for you there because there's a lot more men and there's a lot more going on. But for the women, it's like you're kind of going alone to France, whatever. Like
limited resources, limited opportunity.
Yeah, you might not be feeling like that, but
it's a different life situation.
Yeah, but if they like paid you, if you got the let's say you're Alex Morgan, you got the salary from playing at Lyon, and then like maybe the USSF says like, okay, we're gonna match their salary. We're trying to make stars here and try to make women's football popular, and then they can get like those women's leagues broadcast here. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's just.
I think it's an idea. I think it's doing something that was doing, and also if a lot of American stars end up playing like in England, who knows? It might be broadcast those games here.
Exactly. Yeah, at least let them go to. I was saying France, but at least let them go to England. They speak English.
Yeah, they have English teams.
Yeah, Carly Lloyd played for City for a season or two.
Chelsea had an American girl.
Yeah, that's right. But it's just unfortunate to see like. You gotta play for who? Like what? Like nah, come on, dude. I'd rather see him play.
Seattle Arena's cool though.
Yeah, it's cool, but like, dog, you gotta take an economy seat flight to Orlando on EasyJet, whatever that go
Spirit,
JetBlue.
Spirit.
Like that's unfortunate.
JetBlue's hard though.
But like you know what I mean?
No, I get it. It's just
like
it's
that's
kind of
unfortunate.
ridiculous.
Like it ain't like you can take a bus there. Like it'd be better just to take the bus to like. let's just have it all in New England, or like have it all in like the tri-state area, so they don't have to be traveling all over or something like that, or at least just like down the I-95, but not like from Seattle.
You know what would be really cool they could do? They could all do it in New England tri-state area, and don't give the team city names.
Yeah,
just blank team names.
Yeah, just like
Wildcats versus this.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's gonna look like what's that one movie with Jamie Foxx when he played the quarterback? Any Given Sunday, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna look like some generic ass thing. But no, but that's not.
Does it matter to look official now?
But that's an idea.
Yeah, but hey, why don't you just name them Lady Cats versus Thunder or whatever?
Yeah, something, because it's really.
I mean, they got freaking arena soccer league going on right now.
I've watched a NWSL game before, actually, too. I remember there was this one Spanish woman. I forgot what teams I watched. She was really good. It was decent quality football.
I watched 2 in my life.
Yeah, me too.
I watched the Orlando Pride one when they signed Martha. When they had Martha, and then I watched recently. Seattle Reign came and played in Orange County in Irvine, so I wanted to watch them there too. And I saw Rapinoe out there.
Yeah. I mean, the quality's there, but it's just like
hard. They went hard. They were dope.
Yeah, it's just not going to get the same type of support and finances because people don't care about soccer in America.
You know what they could also do? This is going to be a random comparison.
Let's go.
It's going to be MMA related.
Oh.
So, for example, like UFC has Invicta.
How do I turn this off? I'm just checking.
Invicta's an all-women's fighting organization.
Okay.
It doesn't make any money, really. It's not really, like, it doesn't do great numbers and do anything. But UFC 100% pays for it. Mm-hmm. They just pay for it, and they air it on their streaming service. And it's at, like, these certain locations, but it's only women that fight in it. And it's good because it, like, gives them a place to go when they train, they fight. Then if they get better, they move on to the UFC. But that's, like, something like MLS should be doing something like that, where they just have a league that their facility, they're paying for it, but it just like, kind of builds it, like, just builds the sport in America. If they cared about building the sport in America.
I mean, I just hate MLS, and I have issues with MLS, but I feel you.
I'm saying, like, that's would be an idea. Like, I'm saying not MLS, I'm sorry. USS Mafia should be doing that.
Yeah.
USSF Mafia should be doing something like that, where they just, like, paying for this league, and they're doing what they can just because it's an investment towards the people, the women in this country and people in this country. Like Invicta, like that's not like nobody really, like, we can't say a high amount of people go and watch Invicta. Probably the first time you heard this word in your life.
I've heard of Invictus.
Yeah, well, Invicta fighting, but it's an all women's organization, and they do like the little events, and people come out of it and they talk about how a great experience it was for them. They're like, oh, it was really cool. Like, I liked working for them, like, all levels, from interns at the media center to people who women fighting. So, I'm just saying, like, they should be doing something like that. The USS Mafia should be doing something like that for women here in America.
Yeah, I would love to see the women playing,
because they make already too much money already. How much money did they make? They signing Goldman Sachs dudes. Cut his budget. Okay. They put money aside to get some general manager.
Sometimes I'll see, like, the PSG women's team, you know, they play in that one stadium. It's, like, nice. You see people there. Like, I would just love to see the women playing in a league where it's, like, a lot of support, and you don't got to be flying all over to some country, some budget airline, and, like, but, you know, maybe I don't really know that much about the NWSL, but I just know that women soccer isn't big in America.
They have conferences. I don't know how much they often do the cross country, because they have 2 conferences.
No, they don't, actually. I looked it up today. No, it's 9 teams in one joint. Yeah, 9 teams, yo. All over the country, bruh. Insane. I'm like, how are you gonna have Seattle versus Orlando, dog? Like, that's ridiculous. And then a team in New Jersey as well. Like, come on now, you gotta find a new Newark Airport or JFK or LaGuardia. That's insane. Can you imagine? You got to play a game in the summer. 1 billion people is going to Orlando to go to Disney World, and you got to be flying with them.
But you land at an airport and see them Brazilians in there.
Yeah, I'm actually be nice. But yeah, just to reiterate, we made a podcast for years now, and also let me just say this too. Although I did tweet it. Y'all been talking about Rapinoe. We were repping for Megan Rapinoe in 2017.
Way back,
yeah,
dog.
Even before that, probably. But on the podcast,
she getting SP now.
But on the podcast itself, we've been repping for her since 2017. We had her picture on our first special episode, which was called Politics and Sports. It was a random episode.
Love that episode.
Great episode. We just put it together after Trump was wilding out. We put the picture of Megan Rapinoe
Didn't know he'd win.
No, he's actually already won. Relax.
Really?
We put the picture of Megan Rapinoe kneeling during the national anthem as the cover photo. Our first special episode is between episode 19 and episode 20. So we've been already knowing about how hard she goes and how good the women's team is. It almost sucks. Like, damn, I wish we would have talked about this stuff now when everybody else is doing it, because we did it so long ago when nobody cared, and now everybody's talking about it now, and all kinds of every writer is writing about these people. I'm like, damn, we were talking about them like 8 months ago, and then wasn't nobody talking about. We were talking about Hope Solo run for president. We were talking about the equal pay, women and analysts. I mean, not equal pay, higher pay, and also before we get into Messi, what happened to Luna Bar?
I don't know. Maybe they did it.
But did you hear anything?
No, I haven't.
Because like everybody's talking about equal pay, but I'm like, Luna Bar said they was gonna cut that check.
They probably did.
I hope they did. But I ain't heard nothing though. You think they did it?
Yeah, they did it.
Well, can you do some research? Because bruh, like I'm like, did they ever do it? Because they said,
I'm a tweet.
Do you remember that episode where we talked about that?
Yes, we did. I'll never forget the Luna Bar episode. We talked about it over there.
Yeah, exactly. To say that Nipsey Hussle episode.
Yeah.
Luna Bar said they were going to make up the difference.
Okay, but you're talking like they didn't do it.
Luna Bar said they were going to make up the difference between the women's pay and the men's pay. And I looked up the numbers. I can't remember what they are right now. But I'm like, I ain't really heard nothing about it. Because why would everybody still be saying... I mean, I guess there's still a question of equal pay if that's what you want. But Luna Bar said they was going to cut that check.
Hope they did, honestly, because they went far.
They said they was going to pay that money.
They knew they were going to make it to the final.
What does that mean?
Like, they knew they were getting themselves into paying them. Like, they were going to make it all the way.
So you think they did it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you
Luna Bar got money.
I hope so.
It's not
I hope it wasn't capped.
I think Luna Bar's, like, owned by somebody, too.
Well, it's owned by Cliff Bar, but... I mean, I really hope that it wasn't capped, because that's a big cap right there. Because I need somebody to come out and be like, hey, yo, you remember when they're like dancing in the locker room with the champagne? But like, hey, wait, stop that music.
We should call Luna Bar.
Yeah, see if we get a press release or something like that. I'll look it up. Anyway, Caesar, you good?
I'm excellent.
Make sure you check out WeMadeAPodcast.com. You can click on the link to Spotify, Google, iTunes, everywhere, YouTube, Radio Public. We've made 2 cents off Radio Public.
2 cents.
And
I kept that.
Yeah, you kept that other guy tag on donation. Also, make sure you check out Tiki Talker Podcast, the homies Jeff S. and Holly Williams. And make sure you check out Caesar's episodes on Fistic Arts with Jeff and Peggy. And make sure you check out the boy Dro the Gooner on YouTube.
Dro the Gooner, the only one.
Caesar, I'm sure Caesar's tired. I'm sure you heard about Messi criticizing the refs and going off about the Copa America being rigged for Brazil.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a question. Actually, let me see. Let me just read some of what he said, although it's old now. He said the cup is fixed for Brazil. He said that we don't have to be part of this. He's gonna text. Okay. He said we don't have to be part of this corruption. They have showed us a lack of respect throughout this tournament. Sadly, the corruption, the referees, they don't allow people to enjoy football. They ruined it a bit. He also said it is unacceptable. Wait a minute. Oh no, this is the Condom Bowl responding to him. They went hard, and Danny Alves criticized him, and some other people too. Thiago Silva criticized him as well. I do want to say off top, like I've never heard, like it's kind of fugazi, even though Caesar's texting.
I've already heard this.
That chill out. That you never hear a player talking about the refs when they win. Like I want to hear you win and being like, yeah, the refs were pretty bad.
They should be like, man, like that was a tough game because I felt like we had multiple factors against us. Not only was the other team playing really well, but the refs, man, they were really just doing some really tough calls that were kind of shady.
Against, like, in our
But I'm
favor.
glad we pulled it off.
Yeah, in our favor, yeah.
I wish the ref was more fair, especially that team, because I don't want to win like that.
Exactly. I've never heard anybody say that. So it's already cap off top.
It's already loser talk.
Yeah, exactly. Because
shout out to your captain though.
Yeah, for real. But here's my question, Caesar. Is Messi not just Messi doing that, but like criticizing refs in public in general, like whether it's cornball and MLS players doing it on Twitter or players doing it in press conferences or to the media, or even coaches doing that. Is it kind of a tactic though?
It is.
Like similar to diving?
It's absolutely. You know what it is? It's I'm gonna do this now because it puts a subconscious thing in their head for the next time a ref goes against the person.
So you think that there it is? So do you think it's a legitimate tactic like diving is?
Yeah, it's legit. It's a
so you think it's good?
It's a ploy.
So you think it's good? See,
no. Not tactics is a good thing. I think he knows what he's doing. Like he's up to something.
So I mean, obviously, like diving.
I don't think you should be allowed to address refs in the media.
They usually get fined for it.
Yeah, I don't think they should be allowed to do that. I think that's behind closed doors.
Because
if you have a regulation, if the regular league doesn't have any kind of thing where they like basically don't allow refs to talk to the media and the public, especially addressing calls, they're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Why are you allowed to speak with them, especially when they can't defend themselves? That's so stupid to me.
I think it's really unfair, honestly. Like it's one of the things I've always disliked about sports is when a player goes to the media and talks about the refereeing. I don't think they should be fined. I think they should be suspended the next game, like absolutely, because we need the referee and we need people to have it. You need the league to have integrity. And if you're saying that the refs are fugazi and they're corrupt, you're saying like the whole thing is messed up, and that brings down the brand for everybody.
Yeah, you're depreciating the value of everything.
Exactly. So
and that's not your job. Your job is not to depreciate your brand.
The brand of the sport, which includes you, but you're so emotional in the moment and you're upset that you don't think about it. But I think that players should be suspended. And honestly, like, I would love it if Messi's like suspended from like, even though he's probably going to retire, but he should be suspended from like Cotton Bowl qualifiers a few games.
That'd be dope if he could only play friendlies outside of South America.
Yeah, like he should not be part of Cotton Bowl.
That'd be a hard ass.
At least make him apologize. Be like, if you want to play in Condom Bowl again, you gotta apologize and say you were wrong.
Yeah, and also
which
take down that 4-year-old team of the AFA.
I don't care about his federation. But like you're talking about Condom Bowl, like
which has some shady stuff happening in the past, of course.
But still, it's
not in your place. It's not in your place to be calling out refs like that after a match you lost and a tournament you came into saying you weren't going to win anyways.
Exactly. So you don't have nothing to complain about.
If he was really about it, you should, before the tournament started, you should have been like, I bet the reffing's all going to be in favor of Brazil, and we're probably not going to win because Brazil's going to get all the calls. They should investigate Condom because I feel like there's some stuff going on. If you did that, I'd be like, damn, okay. I was like, you're snitching, but let's see what's up.
I'm like, he's trying to win real bad.
I'm like, wow, this is some politician right here.
Exactly.
But at least you had the statement before the tournament started.
Yeah.
But now that you did it after you lost, you're kind of a chump for that, to be honest with you.
And he was mad.
This is crazy. It's crazy to me that this man has so many people that love him so much who I know don't even watch him for real, except for Instagram videos, and like don't just completely ignore the statements and like his actions as a person. They don't watch his mannerisms. Did you see that what Dro retweeted that bar by Danny Alves saying that Danny Alves basically said, I had to pass him the ball because if you don't pass him the ball, he gets all mopey.
No, he
which he really does.
Okay,
what?
No, because you're screaming on me. But I'm going to say the exact quote.
Facing this way.
No, you're not. Danny Alves was saying that this is the part that I thought was dope, though. Keep doing that face over here because I'm saying the good part. Pep Guardiola didn't like for the ball to go for the fullback to the. It's too stupid.
That was a bar.
Didn't like for the ball, and when he said, I was like, damn, that's true because you know what I'm saying. You want it to go in the middle, but anyway,
that's real coaching. I can imagine be like, why? Everything goes here. Why are we doing outside? It's pointless. It's not a good pass.
Yeah. So, but Danny Alves
real coaching right there.
Real coaching. But. Yeah, Danny Alves is admitting, like, yeah, I had to do it because if he didn't get the ball, he starts to get, like, out of the game. And everybody's seen Messi do that.
Everybody's seen him mope and wope.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this. I don't like to do this. I really don't like to do this. You like to do this more than me. But what Danny Alves is saying about Messi, nobody can say that about Ronaldo. Nobody can say that. Nobody can say that Ronaldo don't get the ball and then he starts moping. But Ronaldo's never been coached by Pep, so maybe it's a lot different tactics. But
I don't think the coach had anything to do with it.
I'm just saying that. But nobody's gonna say like this guy's not getting the ball and he's not getting involved.
I'll say this.
Okay, you can cape for Messi. Okay,
I'll say this. When Ronaldo has like that outburst about not getting the ball, it's always on some play where he's making a run. He's mad
it's because he wants the ball,
and also he was putting in effort there to make something happen. He was doing a run. He was doing something hard, and it took a lot of work. And he's mad that he's in a space he should have got it. Yeah. But he doesn't. He's not a moper after, and he doesn't mope. He'll do the thing on the ground. He does it very like Portuguese and look on the ground and go
because
like that.
Dani Alves isn't.
But he gets back into it.
Dani Alves isn't saying that. Can you please just? What's wrong with you? Dani Alves isn't saying that necessarily Messi's gonna mope. He's saying that he gets out of the game. Like if he's not getting that ball,
I'm just talking about. I'm just picturing when he does that.
No, I know.
I see his head down. You know what I mean?
But he just kind of like doesn't get involved.
He starts getting ghosts, which he does.
Exactly.
He disappears.
And you can't say that about a lot of players that they start like ghosting around. But Messi does that. And
when Dani Alves said, I was like,
you know, Pep was probably mad. He's like, "Don't be telling what the hell."
Messi was like, "Fuck you," texting him.
You know, Messi was like, "Yeah, true, whatever. What? I'm still the best. Everybody gonna call me the best ever, so it don't matter."
He'd be like, "I let my money talk."
That'd be kind of gangster.
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I started drifting off thinking about these millions."
You know what Floyd Mayweather said after what's the name broke his ankle? He was like, "Yeah, but my bank account didn't change."
That's facts, though. I mean, we can say what we want, but we're all laughing. We're all way poorer than he did.
So anyway,
he did get broke though.
So it is like a tactic. You think like they're like, well, although Messi did do it, we're not talking about Messi.
Okay,
but
we're talking about that.
But just in general, like a player coming out against the ref.
I think in general it's a little bit of a tactic, but I think it's if it's a percentage wise. I think it's 35% tactic and 65% more mathematics. 65% leaning towards just like really bad like mindset. I think it's a poor mindset.
For sure.
I think it's almost kind of entitled. Where you feel as if like you're bigger than the sport, you're bigger than the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the biggest thing about us players is that we understand the fine line between players and referees. Yeah. There's people that's positions like they chose a path where they're trying to become a neutral party and make sure things are not fair and egregious. Because you may feel the way you want, unfair and egregious. Say what you want, but that ref's probably protecting you from getting your head cleated off.
Everybody's yelling at a ref. Everybody's having issues
I know,
with
and
ref.
they make mistakes. Fine, whatever. The dude's running around all over the place making mistakes. That's fine.
And
but when you start accusing things of being fixed as a serious allegation in America, things like that are punishable by prison. You can do time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do time for saying that things are a ruse because there's gambling involved. There's money. There's all. You can be in trouble. So don't play around, buddy.
Yeah, and it's just
for Trump come around.
This dude tired for real. We've all been mad at refs. We've all yelled at the ref. We've all gotten a technical or a flag from yelling at the ref. But you don't do it after the game. No. After the game, you don't do that anymore.
You can do it talking to your friends, but don't be making no media statements. Because especially when you're a megastar.
Because everybody's also committed the foul and the ref didn't call it.
Yeah.
So as many times as this happened to you, you've done it too. I've had times where I know I did it, and I'm looking for the ref, and I'm like, oh, nice.
How do you think I am? I'm the king fouler.
Like,
I'm the king of fouling. Like, this ref is dope. Let me grab shirt all day today.
Exactly.
I can hack it all day. It's just constant.
Really unfortunate. So like I lost a lot of respect for Messi for that, and also, but I did want to talk about is it a tactic as well. Okay, Caesar. The rumors are going pretty hard right now. I don't know if Griezmann signed yet. They're saying they're going to pay that clause.
Do you hear the whole story about that? It's wild.
It's too much, honestly. I don't know.
I read the whole thing. It's crazy.
But they're saying, I just want to read this from Leonardo, the PSG sporting director. I guess they were talking to him about Neymar because Neymar didn't show up for practice.
Yeah,
and they were saying that so. Most of the South American players don't be showing up right now. Like, if you look at PSG practices, all European players. But Neymar didn't play in Copa America.
At all.
So, like, you got to get that that confirmation, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Cavani, Di Maria, Dani Alves said he's going to leave. But he might still be under contract. I'm not sure. They might not have terminated the contract.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know who's at PSG practice right now?
Who?
Esse.
How Hasek gonna show before Neymar?
I was like, look at Hasek.
What if Ben Arfa pull up?
Kevin Trapp was there. I was like, oh snap! I forgot you guys are on loan.
Hey guys, hey.
It was really cute.
Y'all ready to go to Santa Monica?
It was really cute seeing Hesse there last season, like hanging out with the guys. And he like went back on loan, but
the baby.
Yeah, so I'm sure Neymar needed to get some confirmation because he didn't play in Copa America, and they don't know his injury status. He's out there playing foot volley and stuff like that.
He's fine.
Yeah, of course.
He looks fine.
So that was an issue, and PSG had a problem with that.
Which is, of course.
Yeah, I would too, of course. So Leonardo, the sporting director, was saying that.
Is he Portuguese?
I think so.
He is, right?
I guess he's saying that they're prepared to sell Neymar if need be. He said it's clear to everyone, but in football, you say one thing. Okay, let's just say this. Let me go and just say what he said really quick. He said only one thing.
Go ahead. Come on, man. Read it.
Relax. He said only one thing is certain today. He is under contract with us for 3 years, and since we have not received an offer, there is nothing to discuss. We have not received any offers. But we have had, it is true, superficial contact with Barcelona. They said they want to buy him, but that we are not selling. It was Bartomeu, the president of Barcelona, who said that. But we have not seen that Barcelona are truly in a position to buy him. A move of this magnitude is not just a question of emotions, it is a financial question. Neymar can leave PSG if there's an offer which suits everyone. But up to now, we do not know if anyone wants to buy him or at what price. It will not be done in a day, that's for sure. And go ahead.
Yeah, obviously, I think Bartomeu had some truth to his comments when he was the one that talked first about how it's that
Neymar doesn't want to be there.
He said Neymar told him that he doesn't want him. He wants to come back. He said he wants to go back. Like not Barcelona was grabbing Neymar. Neymar wanted to come back. Yeah, that's kind of tells me that's one thing. So Neymar's trying to leave. Two, I think that he made a financial tactic by saying that your player wants to leave. I think when you say that too, in the market, it depreciates the value of the player.
Yeah,
so he's trying to drive down Neymar's value.
Yeah.
It was absolutely a tactic.
Which has fallen a lot.
Yeah. And Leonardo is saying that's all cute and everything, but no offer's been made, and especially like we've had maybe the talk we're having is probably just one now. We're saying like, hey, is it true that Neymar wants to go? Did he tell you guys that? And they're probably like, yeah, he probably did. Like,
well, I think that Leonardo doesn't want to confirm that. He's saying that they said that, but
no, he said that there has been some superficial talk
with Barcelona. Yeah,
yeah. So they're probably like, hey, like,
but they haven't put a number.
Yeah,
that's a real talk.
Barcelona could literally be like, hey, like, is it true? Like, is he up for grabs like that? And I'm like, yeah, we're like,
yeah. Like,
or did he tell you guys that he's looking to leave? But yeah, he probably did. Because that could happen. It could be like a player be like, hey, like, I want to go, but it doesn't mean he's gonna go.
Well, I think for the most part, any team, if a team calls and said, hey, would you sell him? Yeah. It might not be for what you want.
I mean, probably last year before they were like, no. This year,
not last year.
This year, like, yeah, well, he can go.
Even I'm sure Mbappe, they're like, will you sell him? If you pull up $500 million, yeah, of course we will.
And I think that when he said, oh, like, that make a serious like financial position, I think he's saying that like it's not just gonna be like, oh, you're gonna grab him for $80 million. Like
they're saying, saying Barcelona can afford him.
Yeah, you're gonna afford him because you're gonna have to give up that, and the rumors about maybe like Coutinho, you have to give up some pieces too, or some piece.
Barcelona,
which never really happens in soccer. Yeah, they always do the people, but I can see this amount of money magnitude. I can see it happening for
potentially. You don't usually see it though, and they're also trying to get Griezmann. Barcelona spent a lot of money recently. I don't know how Barcelona going to have that much money. Honestly,
I think Barcelona
based on I think
Barcelona is trying to count on sales, but they haven't really made any sales yet. No one really big has been bought off of them.
No, they still.
I think was nothing. They were all loans. There were loans and stuff.
I think
Dennis Suarez is back already. He was on a 6-month loan only to Arsenal.
He signed to Celta Vigo.
Yeah, but I'm saying like these were.
But that's nothing.
That's nothing. You didn't sell Suarez. You haven't sold Dembele. You didn't sell what's a Brazilian, Malcolm. You haven't sold any Vidal. You haven't sold anybody.
No, none of those players.
Umtiti's still there. Umtiti is racks. A team will pay racks from Umtiti. He's still there.
But they're not going to pay more than 60 though.
No, I think they will because. I don't think so. No, I think they will because
his value went down too. He didn't play very much last season. Okay. Anyway, the people that they got to sell is Dembele.
He went down racist.
He didn't play very much. He didn't play very much.
He's going to get paid, dog. He's a World Cup winner.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's not going to get paid. I'm saying that his value went down. He didn't play very much last season. The person that they got to sell is Dembele. Even Coutinho's not going to get.
You can't have Dembele. You can't have Dembele, Coutinho, and Neymar. No way. You got to
sell
both
Caesar.
Both of them got to go.
You can't have Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, and Neymar. In my opinion,
that's a lot.
You can't have them four.
You got to get rid of Suarez. Absolutely. You got to get rid of Dembele. And you got to get rid of Coutinho. You haven't made those moves. So you're not getting them.
If you get Griezmann, you got to sell Luis Suarez.
If anything, I think a Neymar move wouldn't happen until like late August.
Well, here's my thing. We've talked about this before, I think, but like, what would you think about Neymar going back to Barcelona?
Whatever. I don't really want to talk about that.
Well, we got to because that's the last topic. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I think you want to talk about UFC.
I mean, I just think it's like great, like good for you, man. You just proved everything. Everything I ever believed in you was didn't happen in fruition. Because I remember when you moved, I always thought like him not being successful and going back would be the wackest thing ever. I would have rather him spend his whole career trying to prove this wrong about himself, going to these teams around the world and trying to prove himself, going to Man U, whatever, and trying to make it, than him going back and doing what he's doing right now. That's the ultimate whack thing. I think it's embarrassing. I think that I'm not even done. I really think.
I hope not.
I really. You know what? I'm gonna keep it a stack. If he does that, they should be like, you know what? You got to take a couple years off the national team. You got to ISO him off the national. You got to ice him out the national team like they did Ronaldinho. When Ronaldinho went to AC Milan, they iced him heavy, dog.
Why is that?
They iced him because they were claiming he was a party boy, all that, and they were icing him, dog. Mm-hmm. Do that to Neymar too. You got to do it. I'm sorry. You know what? Don't come around wearing the Brazil captain's band if you're not trying to be a leader. Leaders don't be in a situation of adversity and recoil back to something where they were comfortable being in the shadows. That's not what a leader does, especially when you represent a country that's trying to come out of this pit of losing it's been in.
Well, they just want a couple.
No, they don't care about the fucking Copa America, the 18th one in a row because they're doing these gimmick ones. I don't care about that. I'm talking about the World Cups. I'm talking about the 6-1 that you were hurt and weren't a part of either. I'm talking about that stuff that you were a part of. Every single time Brazil needs you, you've been out. And now they were successful without you. You got to earn your spot back now because they won without you. He don't have a trophy. He have a medal. He has a medal.
Yeah, the Confederation.
So he's got to earn his spot back, and that's on everything. You got to earn your spot back.
All right, Coach C's. Damn, like that. Here's what I think. I agree with everything you're saying. Like I stand behind that 100%. I also don't know if, and I kind of don't think that Neymar can change his game back. Like I don't think Neymar can change his game back to playing with Barcelona. Neymar went to PSG, and it turned to the Neymar going backwards show. And just let me rock for a second.
No, I'm thinking about your show.
Yeah, I feel it. And it also, you said that he was doing that in the World Cup as well. I kind of don't remember, honestly, but you were saying that he was. You said that he was doing. Was that face for me? I remember. Yeah, because I just kind of forgot.
You don't remember tumble mode?
I mean, I remember
the Super Saiyan hair.
I remember the diving, but I just don't necessarily remember him going backwards with the ball as much. But
yeah, he was.
I just forgot. I just don't remember. But that's it.
Not even just much backwards. Just a lot of like slow holding, deep wide, then going bursting. Barcelona, it was he was a slasher. He's not slashing like that.
You cannot play like that with Barcelona. You cannot play like that.
No, sir. We moving that ball, buddy.
You cannot play like that. It's unacceptable.
Barcelona, we slashing and passing, baby.
It is literally unacceptable. So I don't know if he can humble himself enough back to the Neymar that was playing within that system, because he was doing it for 2 years, two and a half years, doing whatever he wanted. Can he go back to playing this system with Messi where you are literally not going to be the man no more? You got to go give hugs when other people score and pretend to care.
They're good at that.
I know, but like you have to become like the other wheel. Like, does he have enough humility to change his game back? Because he was having a great time doing sombreros and doing all that stuff. But you ain't doing that at Barcelona.
I think that you brought up a super bar. I think that's literally the truth right there, because, you know, what Neymar ascended to in Barcelona was a culmination of him coming from Brazil, a young kid, and then him having to earn his spot on the team, earn the respect of the league, and show that he's not somebody to play around with. So when he started doing the juke move, he still get hit, doesn't matter. He kept doing his thing. won a goddamn treble.
Yeah.
Won a treble.
It was a big part of it.
That's huge. That's something, and it's so rare in history for teams to do that, in Spain especially. Tough for do a treble. He did that on that team, and then that's reaching a level. Now you're getting to this level, then you want to go out there and you're a mega star. You're bringing Jordan Brand to PSG. Only reason PSG the majority thanks to him. Facts. All this stuff. Now he's going back to Barcelona. Dog, you're already here. Now you have to learn how to simulate with the team, and you can't. And you may have all the respect you want for Messi and shot Suarez, but it's got to be a situation where you got to understand that in order to make this work, you got to be the Neymar that was still trying to earn himself and then earn the position. Like, you got to earn that position back, and that position wasn't the face. That position was part of a piece. You were a piece of a puzzle. Yeah. At PSG, you've been the face of the puzzle. Yeah. You've been on the box.
Unsuccessful.
Yeah. Are you unsuccessfully? You've been in front of the Wheeze box. It hasn't been good cereal. No. Like, now are you down to being there part of a trident? I don't know if you're down for that.
That's the one thing that concerns me.
Because look, he's thinking to himself, like, if he goes like, hey, like, I'm gonna have space again, like, it's gonna be cool. I have guys that are the higher level around me. I have a good system around me. Honest, that's what he thinks.
Honestly, I don't think so. Though.
I think he thinks.
I don't think he's thinking.
I'm gonna keep it real. I think he absolutely thinks that. I think that he would, without a doubt, say that there's better talent on his PSG.
This is true, but I don't think that he's thinking that necessarily being the reason to move back.
I'm saying that these are things that are playing a part of it.
No, I know, but I don't think that's Neymar's mentality. I think Neymar, if this is all true, obviously, because this is still a bit of speculation, if he wants to go back to Barcelona, it's because he just he failed. That's a loser move.
I know, but I'm saying that, like, he thinks that it's
going back to something comfortable.
It's a loser comfort move for him.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily about the play on the field as much.
Yeah, I think it's a loser comfort move, and I think that he thinks that it's gonna be easier for him out there, less pressure on him because it'll be all three. But I think that when things go bad, he's gonna realize that no matter where you go in life, how you assert and take in pressure is gonna affect you no matter where you are and what kind of spot you're in.
Them Barcelona fans gonna blame Neymar for everything
because you know
they don't blame Messi.
They don't blame Messi,
and they don't blame Suarez.
No, you're the face of it, and they blamed him in the past.
Yeah.
Remember the Atletico Bilbao game? It was half of the team arguing pro Neymar against Neymar on the rainbow flicks.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go back to that Camp Nou or whatever and basically apologize.
And you know how much energy it was for those players to be like riding for you? Poor Iniesta was probably over there like, I'm so tired of defending this dude. I'm tired, man. I almost felt bad when we had to talk. I'm like, God damn.
You're gonna have to go apologize to the fans, say all kinds of cornball shit. It's probably gonna hurt his ego.
I don't know if he's gonna have to do that because I think that those fans are like so kind of corny that if he just comes back and wears that jersey again, they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna win.
Probably, but if they don't, they're not gonna blame Messi. They're gonna blame Neymar. They're gonna say it's his energy. And all kinds of stuff that's going to just make Neymar look bad.
And I think that when the ball doesn't flow, whose fault is that going to be?
Neymar.
Not Messi.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can say anything. Fault. It's just never going to be Messi. Yeah. Like, never. And whatever. Messi earned that. Whatever. I'm not taking that away from him. He earned that.
No, yeah.
But like, for Neymar, I'm just like, dog, if I could grab him and say, just don't do that.
You know what? Okay, if you were to grab Neymar right now, you'd do one of these.
Yeah.
Where would you tell him instead a place he should go?
I'd tell him to go to Man U.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey man.
I said that before.
I'd be like, hey man, it literally like can't get worse. Like for them, like maybe
the expectations aren't that great.
It's not that great. They have only expectations of themselves. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna. I think it's probably gonna. Honestly, it might grow you by 50% in terms of marketability. Pogba will stay. It's gonna American access. You love America. You can go hang out with Jamie Foxx and Bieber.
They're in the Champions League this year, right? Or are they back in Europa? I think they're in Europa. Oh no, because
Arsenal's in Europa.
Right. So I think Man U made it to Champions.
I think they were fourth. I feel like they were fourth.
It was City, Liverpool, Tottenham. Man U, because Chelsea won Europa to get in.
So
So Man U was fourth. Yeah. I think no, Man U was right above Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves made a last push. It was dope.
They were right because so
Wolves are in Europa. Arsenal's in Europa, right?
Man U was 6th and 7th. And Wolves were 7th.
We're so bad.
So I don't think that, no, I mean, whatever. It was a long time ago. No, I think Man U's back in Europa, dog. Are they?
That'd be excellent for Neymar. Go play in Europa, dog.
Oh yeah, it'd be a good comeback.
Yeah, then you went into the what am I? EPL.
You look standings. I was like, no,
I'm gonna jump back. Yeah. Oh damn.
These are having some issues right now.
There were 6. You're right. Wolves didn't make it. That's what they got.
So
Wolves got the.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, they're in Europa.
Okay, that.
Yeah. Orange means Europa. Blue is champions. So Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Europa.
Yeah, and I think the green is qualifying for Europa.
So they're gonna go to qualifiers and play like Monaco.
Yeah, there you go, dog. Like
they're gonna be playing Fenerbahce.
Man U has very little pressure. I think that'd be better for him than going to Barcelona because it just looks very weak. And you're only 27. You can still bounce back. PSG has a shitty culture already, and like I don't think that he was going to change that.
And if he's successful in EPL, he's going to have the media and fans like, "Oh, it's a hard league, good for him."
If he's
going to be a megastar if he's good over there.
It will be like
it'll be like when Ronaldo was there. It was a megastar.
It'll be better for his career than when he was at Barcelona.
No,
winning in trouble.
Because I haven't seen a player who's really like good in like a megastar in their prime go like that, like a plus 25 go, like 25 in a while. Like, you know, Pogba was still young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big move.
Yeah, I mean, Pogba has history with him.
And so Pogba was really big, of course, but Pogba didn't win the World Cup and then go to Man U.
No.
He was a Man U, won a World Cup. Neymar's are like a megastar going there. That's big for the club.
Yeah, and you can shape a narrative around it.
No, they like having Lingard and Rashi. They're good.
I think that's the only move that makes sense for him. I mean, obviously, City would be a good move for him too. I don't know if they can really make that happen, but probably not. They'd have to sell a few players too.
They should just trade him for Sterling.
If PSG was that gangster,
he's
honestly.
So G.
But because Pep said he wanted to coach him and stuff.
Oh yeah, he loves. He wants to coach. He said Pep said. I think he literally said he wants to coach Brazil before he retires.
Yeah,
like he loves Neymar, loves Brazil. He was trying to get Neymar and Bayern for a while back.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like I remember that. So obviously City, but they would have to sell a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, either Man U or City. I think that's the only places that he could really go where he could actually revitalize his career. Going back to Barcelona is just going backwards. And you know what Nas said? Always forwards, never backwards. Stupid.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The best part is the stupid.
Yeah. That's emphasize it. Never backwards, stupid. But I don't know what's going on with Neymar. I don't hate Neymar. We're not Neymar haters. But, you know, he's just put a cloud over himself, and it's unfortunate because he's done a lot of it to himself. You know what I mean? And he's also out here being 12 and releasing people's screenshots and pictures and stuff like that. And I just can't rock with that by any means. I can't rock with that. But it'd be kind of cool to see him go to Man U and see what he can do in EPL.
I would actually really enjoy that.
It'd be good for him. Or City, whatever. City is just almost like a cheat code. Like, I'd rather see him struggle a little bit at Man U.
No, Man U would be really cool, actually. Yeah. I don't want to see him.
I don't really want to see him at City either. I'd rather see him at Man U.
That'd be cool to see him at Man U.
Because that's a real team with legacy.
That'd be fun to watch.
City's not really
That'd be cool if they had him and kept Pogba. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be dope. They could get a cracking. Yeah. Okay.
Caesar play FIFA right now.
get them on the same team. Do you want to talk a little bit about UFC or are you?
That's okay.
Yeah. But John Jones won though, right?
He won in some people's eyes.
Ooh, in your eyes? Ooh. I really hope you can do a fist of guard soon.
John Jones beat Thiago Marreta Santos.
Relax right now.
And it was one of the most uncomfortable fights of my life because Thiago Santos tore his ACL mid-fight.
Ooh.
And fought with it. And his leg kept popping out of socket.
Stop. Why are you telling me that?
And then afterwards, they did the MRI. He tore his ACL.
Okay.
He tore his PCL.
Jeez.
He tore his MCL.
LCL.
He tore all the ligaments off his leg.
That's disgusting.
And John Jones still was scared.
You probably feel sorry for him.
John, either that because he is a preacher's son, a pastor's son. He probably felt bad for him. You know, he's like, oh man, I don't want to be doing this to brother.
Yeah, come on.
And I think that the most disgusting thing is like the narrative that a lot of MMA fans do of like the whole blood and like go for the kill kind of thing, and they kept doing like I kept hearing people in the media say things like wounded animal, and honestly like that kind of stuff like I don't want to like do this, like it actually kind of hurts my heart. Like that's disgusting because first of all that's a person like this person is injured. Like why are we Why are we trying to incite someone to inflict damage on another human that's injured?
It's your favorite sport.
This is no, like, we're gonna call it a sport, a sporting event. It's supposed to be two people on a stance, like, fighting each other. This is not gladiators. This is not for land. They're not battling for land, for freedom, for anything like that. Like, this is not what it's about. It's a sport where they're paying super low. Nobody knows who Thiago Santos is. Probably nobody cared or watched that fight. It's a real person who I'm gonna say something real quick. He does a really cool program in City of God in Cidade de Deus. He does a really cool program where he does 100% free MMA for kids in Brazil. He goes himself. He does his stuff back to the community. This is a person who has a family and does something to the community. Why am I asking John Jones to inflict further damage on someone he's literally limping and still trying to throw? It was heartful. So it was tough to watch for me personally.
So we are going to talk about it, or?
And John Jones won. Okay. And then Jorge Masvidal got the best knockout all the time.
All right.
It was incredible. And they call him Street Jesus.
We Made It Podcast at WeMadeItPodcast.com.
Please go check us out. Check us out on YouTube. YouTube.com/We Made It Podcast. Also, check out Fistic Arts. They're on Spotify as well. Shout out to Fistic Arts. Tiki Talk is on Spotify. Spotify is the best one to do the podcast on because we're on there too. All three of us. Go right now and listen to them and follow us on there.
Oh, also, I've been a little bit capping, but me and Caesar put together a presentation about how players can respond to racism between other players and for that.
What?
So hold on. We put together a presentation.
That's what we did.
We put together a presentation for players enduring racism from other players and from the fans.
So and also from media members like Bam.
So they can be prepared for that in the sport. So if you need somebody that needs a presentation, you know what I'm saying, we're willing to do that. Also, not for free though, because it did take a lot of work for that presentation.
Yeah, we're on OfferUp.
So We Made It Podcast.
We Made It Podcast. Your source of cap.